This is the Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT, and yes, it's a track-honed version of the largest car in the company's lineup. On the surface, a lap-time-hungry SUV seems a tad pointless, as its size and weight make it a, let's say, not ideal basis for a track-honed weapon. But the Cayenne Turbo GT is a bit different. Boasting a host of upgrades to the engine and chassis, the Turbo GT is set to be a blisteringly quick yet practical track monster, brought to you by a company that really knows how to make them. So here's a list of 5 things you need to know about the Cayenne Turbo GT, but before I get into the list, remember to hit the like button and subscribe for more awesome videos just like this one. There are 2 types of Cayenne available today, the normal SUV and the Cayenne Coupe. Naturally, a track-focused car needs to keep weight to a minimum and have a slippery shape to help it pass through the air more easily. With that in mind, the slightly sleeker and lighter Cayenne Coupe serves as the basis of the Turbo GT. It looks the part too. The wheels are the same design that you'll find on the Cayman GT4 and Boxster Spider, only the size has been stretched to 22 inches to fit the Cayenne's chunkier proportions. There are also some subtle bodywork revisions at the front, including a reworked bumper with small fins either side of a body-coloured lip below the grille. At the back you get 2 rocket launcher exhausts that protrude from the diffuser, above which sits a new roof spoiler that's 25mm wider than the regular turbo. Combined, they produce an additional 40 kilograms of downforce over the turbo, but you'll need to hit the car's top speed of 168 miles per hour to notice the difference. So the exterior tweaks are largely cosmetic, but that's because Porsche has focused its efforts on reworking the chassis. The Cayenne Turbo GT sits 17mm lower than the regular Cayenne Coupe thanks to a tweaked air suspension system, which is also 15% stiffer than before. The power steering and rear wheel steer systems have been revised too, as has Porsche's dynamic chassis control sport system, which helps keep the car flat in the bends. That all means the Cayenne Turbo GT should corner like a car that's significantly lower and lighter. And speaking of weight, the Turbo GT weighs in at 2,220 kilograms. That makes it a bit heavier than the Lamborghini Urus and, curiously, some 20 kilograms heavier than the base Cayenne Turbo Coupe. That may be the result of more aero bits and new wheel design, but it's an oddity nonetheless. Other improvements include more negative camber at the front of the car, and carbon ceramic brakes now come as standard. Pirelli has also developed a new P0 Corsa tyre specifically for the GT's new 22-inch wheels. Unfortunately, there's no naturally aspirated flat-six engine up front like you get in the Cayman GT4, the 911 GT3 and GT3 RS. But with a name like Turbo, it's not like Porsche is trying to convince us otherwise. The Cayenne Turbo GT is powered by the same twin-turbocharged 4-litre V8 engine that you'll find in the regular turbo, albeit with a hefty power boost. The V8 produces 631 brake horsepower and 849 Nm of torque, 89 bhp and 80 Nm more than the regular turbo, and that's all without the assistance of hybrid power. The performance boost has been achieved through a host of upgrades, including a new crankshaft, timing chain, pistons, connecting rods, and torsional dampers. If you're still not convinced that the Cayenne Turbo GT is a proper performance car, then take a look at the numbers. A 0 to 62 mph dash takes just 3.3 seconds, some 0.6 seconds faster than the Cayenne Turbo Coupe, while 0 to 24 mph comes about in just 12.2 seconds. Plus, its 186 mph top speed is 10 more than you'll get on the regular turbo. But it'll actually put in a decent lap time around a circuit too. Porsche clocked in a time of 7 minutes and 38.9 seconds around the Nurburgring Nordschleife, over 3 seconds faster than Audi's RS Q8, and serving as a new record for an SUV. Now, it's a bit hard to compare the Cayenne's time with other competitors, as manufacturers have started using a slightly longer version of the lap that now includes the 200-metre stretch between the entry and exit of the GP circuit. So to run a record lap time around a longer track just proves how quick the new Turbo GT is. All that performance comes at a cost, and it's a big one. The Cayenne Turbo GT comes in at a very specific £143,910, making it nearly £40,000 more than Audi's RS Q8, and that's before you add in some of the many options available. Still, it's around £30,000 cheaper than a Urus and will arguably be more fun to drive than its rivals. Orders are open now, but if you fancy a Cayenne without paying Porsche money, be sure to check out all of the latest deals we've got on new and used models over at YesAuto.co.uk.